Yeah, go get your fries started. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully see you in just a bit. You gotta tell me how those fries are. Okay, so I was going to open paint for this. Because we're going to draw some stuff while we do this. Hey, or paint on it. Paint on it. Paint down Net's future. You know what? No, for this, probably paint's better. I'm not really doing anything special or crazy. I got cold. I need my jacket back. Give me. Got it. Okay, let's see if I put this on. So. My hair is so messy right now. Okay, not too bad, but it's a little messy. Can I get my jacket on without destroying myself? Or anything on my desk? There we go. Maybe eventually I put some headphones back on, but you know. Maybe. I don't know why I'm not wearing them. I always put them on right before stream, and then today I'm just like, nope. Nope. Now let's bring paint over here. We're gonna start our little rant. I probably don't need this no more. I don't think. No, I'll keep it and put in a thing that I have. Oh, I have a notification. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for my notes because I wrote down some of the things I wanted to talk about. Because I want to talk about a bunch of things. Because a lot of people are stupid and bad at driving. What is this? He playing with someone or? I want to see if he's playing with someone or if he's. I don't want to do a chatting a little bit. In a little bit, everything is gonna be alright now. Okay, probably take that down to paint. Alright, he's just. I think he might actually be finishing up right now. I think so, because someone says on. We'll watch and see. Hello, Severs. I say you get used to bad drivers, but your road rage says otherwise. You can never get used to bad drivers, ever. And what sucks is having those bad drivers at 3 in the morning. Well, it was closer to 4 at that time, but still. Come on. Just people being bad, and I don't understand it. So there's a few things I wanted to go over, and this is because I drive a lot. I have to drive for work and stuff and all that, so we'll do a couple little simple things. So, I go to these intersections that are like this. So, stop sign there. Oh, hold on. You don't think you'd trust yourself with a gun in your glove box? But yeah, that's probably the best idea not to do that. Okay, so there's these sort of intersections. The 3-way intersections. There's a little pathway here that some cars come out of, but it's not as big of a deal. So, we got a stop sign here, stop sign here. We're gonna make those nice and red because I can't draw, so that's how we're. I don't want that to be red. I just want this to be red. Can I make you red now? There we go. Be bad. So, obviously, with lane of travel, the way it goes, this goes this way. Oh. So this goes this way. You have to stop. This car has to stop. And then these people going here have to stop. Whoopsie. Let's move me over here. Move that over here. Actually, hold on. I don't want to do that. Hold on. It took me so long to get that set up just right. So, what we're going to do real quick, we're going to add a little scene. Paint. Okay, so real quick, we are going to add display capture. Add source. Add source. Okay, and then add. Video capture. Add source. Camera. Fancy. I'll just do kind of a basic thing. This. And that. And that. Oh, I can go all the way up here if I want. Ah! No! You stay where you need to stay. That. And then we'll add... Clear box. And source. Oh, no! Alert box, where are you? Want you down over here. There we go. Aha! There we go, fixed it! Okay, so this car going this way needs to stop. This car going this way needs to stop. This car coming this way does not need to stop. It can go straight or it can go left. It does not need to stop. People keep stopping here and waiting. It's like, you're wasting my time. You need to go. I'm supposed to wait for you. You need to go. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And they'll be like, it's like, alright, thanks, whatever, go, okay, bye. But it's like, it would be so much faster if you just kept this line going, get done, and then just let these guys go. We have an intersection like that, 30 seconds. That sucks so much. I don't... Do these people not realize that there's no stop sign? Do they not look? Like, do they just assume it's there? Most people assume that a stop sign isn't there. Who assumes that a stop sign's right here when there's no stop sign? Oh, really? What's the issue you have? I'm curious. How do I file? No, I don't want to save that. Oh, hell no. That's not my prettiest drawing in the world. But it's just like, what? Why? So bad. Let's see. I'm trying to think where I want to do one. How about headlights? You know, those things where the sea is got a little kind of... No, that was really bad. So let's just do a little car. It's a really bad little car. Of the future. Totally. Car. Headlights. When it's dark out, you should use them. You should make them not that. You should make these connect, but then the headlights turn yellow. Like that. And now you can see in the dark. And people can see you in the dark. So that way, if someone's changing a lane, they will see you coming up behind them and not just transfer over. And then you are not allowed to blame them for cutting you off if they can't see you because you don't put on your headlights. Like, that's your own fault. Like, nah. The issue you have is the side that doesn't stop, turns 90 degrees left, and stays on the main route, and never use their turn signal to indicate that they are turning 90 degrees because I'm technically staying on the same route, so I don't have to. Okay, so your stop. So tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Is yours kind of set up where it's more of like this is the main road, and then you kind of have this one that goes off like this that isn't considered the main road, but it's a road, and then this just at the stop sign, and then there's no other ones, or is there a stop sign here as well? Yep. Okay. Yeah. I can't say I have I totally have done that. I'm ranting, but I'm not saying I'm the perfect driver because I'm not. Because I have 100% just gone whoop without a signal. Because I'm not going whoop when I really should be using a turn signal to go whoop. Especially if someone's sitting here, like, be nice. I can be nice. I try to be nice. It's actually a very common setup around here, and it does get annoying for me. We have one near us as well, and every now and again I make the mistake of coming this way, and I have to go out this way. But it's like you can't see cars coming up this way that well. Like, it's just difficult to see it, and it's like you're like looking like, oh, is there anyone coming? No, okay, go. And then there's someone coming. And it's like, oh dear God. Oh, don't hit me, please. Okay. Okay, so back to headlights. let's draw us another car again. So there's the top. Here's the main body. Here's the headlights. And this. Tires. Fantastic tires. So like we were saying, turn it on, then people can see you. I just did black for the whole thing instead of the yellow. Brushes. So like that. So, turn on headlights so people can see you. But, do not, when you're on a highway, do not turn on your brights. I don't know to represent brights in this one. Because usually it's white, but like, white would just be the body of the car. So, here, we'll do this. Don't do that. I mean, you get it legally, you don't have to, which is also stupid, but can't fight the state. I don't know how to do that. If you had a nickel for every time you've nearly been T-boned because people don't use their chin sickness there, you would own this country. I believe it. If only we could be paid in nickels for how many times we've almost been hit. Or, truthfully, I'd rather be paid more, but still. Oh, nope, brushes. So, the issue with high beams, so say you have a car here. We're just gonna say this is on the highway. We're on the highway. So, normal lights, they give you a good amount of seeing like that. So you can see ahead of you. What isn't connecting? Oh, it's that one. So, like, it gives you a good distance ahead of you without blinding the person. Whereas, when you do the brights, it goes out like this. Well, even farther, it goes like this. And then the person who's in here looking at the rear view, or even just sitting here, like, all the lights, like, coming off of your mirrors and going back and blinding. It's like it's blinding the driver in front. Like, it's great that you can see, but now this person can't see. And I'm just like, that is the worst idea, especially since most of the cars are becoming that way. So, or, like, you got the brights, but then you also have the newer vehicles coming out with the already bright lights before the high beams. I don't even want to know what their high beams look. So it's literally going to be car blinds this car blinds this car blinds the car in front of him, and just so on, and just everyone's going to be driving blind, and we're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, we'll get there. It's so bad. Oh, I have high beams on me all morning. It's 3:30 in the morning, and people are using their high beams on the highway, and I'm just like, I don't flip people off because I'm in uniform. So I don't want to get in trouble. I did flip one person off today. I legit openly flipped his ass off for 3 miles until he turned them off. That's awesome. So wait, were you like in front and you were just like this while he did it? Just be like, turn off your brights. Turn off your brights. That is awesome. That is so fantastic. Oh, here's a good one. Don't drive 90 motherfucking miles per hour when you're on a 60 mile per hour road. Because here we go. Me and Zach are going down the highway. We need to get from here over into this lane. We were at about 45, 50. We were getting up to 60 pretty quick. There was this giant semi going maybe 40, maybe 45. You can't talk 90 to 65. So I had to go like this. I look in my rear view mirror. No, nothing back here. Suddenly get in. Suddenly there's a car right here, and I'm right here, and he just flips around me and flips me off, and we wound up actually behind him for a couple miles. And when he exited and we didn't, he starts doing like these hand gestures out of the sun roof. I'm like, don't know what the hell that's about, but like when he did that, I'm like, you nearly almost just rear-ended us because you have to go speedy in a 65. Dum-dum. You can talk about 120. That is bad. You stop it, Severs. You need to stop. It's not worth it. At least not to me, it's not worth it. Okay, so we talked about not turning on headlights. We talked about using brights and how stupid the new lights are as well, because they are like they are brights. Let's see. You know, you talked a little bit about blinkers. Let's get into the blinkers conversation. I want to teach you guys what a blinker is. I can talk about going fast enough that your engine's shut down because the regulator says no to... Why? But why? I could see doing that on a racetrack with a car that's made for that, but never on an actual highway where I would be putting my life and other people's lives at risk. That's where I have the issue, is there's other people there. Okay, let's see. Blinkers. Okay. So, where is my circle? I need a circle. It says empty, straight, stretched up. Okay, we don't have that here, so... circle. Here's a circle. Let me make that a little... That's a little bit thicker. And then... So we're just gonna make a slightly... Slightly more ovally one. Like right about there. Let's use squares. Kind of making a little... See if this one. Boop. Boop. Okay. Or actually, let me like this. Boop. There we go, we got a steering wheel. Alright guys, so today we're going to learn what a blinker is. So when you're in your driver's seat, there is this little handle. It comes out, usually on the side, kind of like this. Usually behind your steering wheel. Usually it's also black, or a dark color. Something like that. So it just makes it look really, really thick. Now the thing is, this thing actually has a use. All you have to do is you take it, and you grab it, and depending on which way you would like to turn, or change lanes, you either click it down, to go left, or click it up, to go right. This will turn on your blinker. And I will show you kind of what that looks like. Can't wait till we get to the parking portion of your rant. You've got a great... Ooh, I didn't even think about parking. I'm adding that. Yes, we're going to add that. So let's see. So we got your normal car here. Got a car? No. No, we don't. We have lanes. Okay. So we're going to go like this. So we have one car here. And then we have another car here. This car decides he wants to get over here. Now, if he just flips over, this person's going to slam on their brakes, and someone behind him could come up and rear-end him. So, what you need to do is you need to take a little blinker. All you do is, so since he would be going in the left lane, you press down on your little blinker handle, turn this on so it flashes, this person sees, so either they'll get up past you, they'll either drive up past you, or they'll give you enough room and know that you're coming in so they don't have to slam on their brakes and they don't get rear-ended. It's pretty crazy, right? And not only that, if there's also someone here that wants to get over to here at the same time you want to get over to here, if you guys have your blinkers on, because it goes up front as well, it goes front and back. Now this person looks out and he sees that you need to move over to here. So instead of you merging into him, he can go up and you guys can just flip-flop. Or if you guys are, if there's three lanes, I need a new sheet. Now if you're in 3 lanes, it works even better, because so you got your lane here, got lane, here. So you got a car here, and a car here. They both decide that they need to get into the center lane. So if you don't turn on your blinker, this car should probably be... Where'd my mouse go? So this car is actually more up here. So ignore that car. So this car is more up here. See, they're pretty lined up. So if they don't put on their blinkers, they'll just flip over and they could probably hit each other. Either that or they'll go like this and like that and like this and like that. Now if you put on your blinkers, they can start, if they accidentally start coming over, or if they look back behind them, they should see your blinker, and one of you will need to not go. And you guys will not go, and one of you can get ahead a little farther, then both of you can get over, and you just won't hit each other. So yeah, use a blinker. Or when you're turning, like seriously, if you're turning, or not turn, there's so many things with turning. Like, the people who do not signal that they're turning to make it so where other people can't go. I'm trying to think of an exact situation. Like, if you have someone that's turning to the right, someone who's turning to the right, and then someone's coming from the other direction and turning their left, but they don't use a blinker, then these guys are going to honk at this guy, but even though it's this guy's fault. Or if you're at a light and you don't know if you can go, I don't want to save that. Because people aren't using their blinkers. So like if you're trying to get like get onto a road, like say you're coming out of a parking lot, we're going to call that a parking lot, and you're trying to turn right. If you could have a whole line of people just not using their blinkers and going like this way and just wasting everyone's time. Just making it harder to get out, and it's annoying. Or the people that when you have the lanes going out, that's like this, where it's, you got 1, 2, 3, so you have the one that goes left, the one that goes straight, the one that goes right. I hate the cars that are in the straight line with their left turn blinker on, and then they turn right. Like, no. You need to be predictable. So this person right here doesn't turn right and go smash, 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 smash. We don't want that. We don't like that. And it will be your fault. Also, speaking of which, watch the lines. Like, seriously, there's so many places I go to where it's... Whoops. Where it's literally broken up as this, and then a this only. But so many people here will turn that way. Even with these people going straight. Like, this is not what you want right here. You do not want that. So you know what? Read your signs! Alright, let's get rid of that one on the list. Oh, actually, there's one more thing with blinkers. Make sure to turn off your blinkers, because if you're just sitting in a lane and you have your blinker on forever, then people are going to get annoyed when they need to get over and they don't know, and they're trying to let you in, but you just sit there not going in. Okay, we'll talk about your thingy real quick, and then we'll do some more. Okay. I freak out on people while they're still sitting in their cars when they take up Why are they taking up 2 spots? You make old ladies cry when they park like shitheads. Oh, that's so mean, but it makes so much sense because people are idiots. I don't get it. Like, stop, don't. Here's a parking lot. Here's some lanes. What you need to do is park your car like this. And like this. Not like that, not like that. Like, park it like this. Do not park your car like this, or like this, or like this. Don't park like that. So you pull into a spot and walked into the store. Uh-oh. I have a feeling I know where this is going. Kind of. Just don't park stupidly. Oh, and unless you have to, because, I know some trucks with RVs need to do this and stuff, just because of how big they are. Do not park your car like this. Like, really. Excuse me. Come out with your stuff, and there's some twat that somehow, without hitting your car, parked close enough that you could not get in your driver's side. I don't know how many times I've had that happen. I'm just like, what are you doing? Oh, at loading docks I'll do that, 100%. It's a tight fit. it will be to where I can barely get out. Like, they can usually get in and out, but I can barely get out of my own truck. But I'm like, I need to do my job, so it gets kind of close sometimes, but that's not my fault, I swear. But, and I'm guessing there was open space. So you sat on the fending car's hood. Oh, that's awesome. Were you at least able to put, like, your stuff in the trunk so you didn't have to hold on to everything? But that is a great way to handle it. Like, don't go and key their car or anything like that. Just sit on their stuff and wait. I wonder why. Maybe because you need to let me in to my car. You freaked out. Oh, really? Oof. Oof. But I can understand that. That's understandable. Did you just, like, go off on her? I feel a little bad for the old lady, but I also don't. It's a mix. There's a little mix there. I forgot to go back to bed. Oh, she started bawling? No! Oh, that's sad. She's just a little old lady. Probably not the greatest at driving. Oh, I feel kind of bad for her. I feel bad for you, but I also feel bad for her. I don't like it when people freak out. It scares me. You hold no symphony for people who can't drive, and to me, old age is no excuse. In fact, that pisses you off more. At a certain point, people need to start being tested again to see if they can drive. I will agree to that. Because some old people just should not be driving. Some people in general should not be driving. But that's not the way the world works, unfortunately. We just let people drive and drive and drive until they crash. And then we're like, okay, you can't drive no more. It's like, well, damn. I should have been off the road long ago. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I am. And I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm usually not too happy. I've blocked off, when I'm in a big rig, I'll block off a couple spots, but usually I make sure it's in a place where it's like already super open, not a big deal. I think at age 70 there should start being a test every 2 years to test the competency, and then at 80 every year. I could agree. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I would be fine with that. That's how you go get your new tabs when you get that age. That's how you get your tabs renewed. You gotta go in for a test. I think that would be good. That would work well. Alright, so let's talk a little bit more, couple more things about highway stuff. You had an old lady that nearly T-boned because she ran a stop sign, came within inches of her door, and she didn't acknowledge. Wow. That's really bad. I wonder if she could even see at that point. Ugh. That's dangerous. I don't think some people realize how dangerous that could be. It's something that needs to be worked on. I agree. It's one of the ways that we can make the roads safer. It seems rude and stuff, but it's really not, because as we get older, we do get worse at things. Some things we get better at, some things we get worse. Driving, we get worse at, for the most part, so. Okay, so, more highway things, because highway things are the best. Let's start with speeding up and slowing down. Do not be the person in this lane where you have someone behind you, and following out even at a reasonable distance, where you're speeding up, and then slowing down. Speeding up, slowing down, to where you're making this guy have to brake when you do, and speed up when you do. Oh, that's annoying. That's just annoying, and it's dangerous, because if someone's not going to pay attention, then someone can come up behind and go wham, bam, 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 bam. And then you have a fender bender. Probably won't be that bad, but still, it's not good. Don't do it. Let's do one way to combat that. Use cruise control. Cruise control is really helpful. It can be cruel to people because they might not have anyone to take them to the store and stop. to which I do cold-heartedly respond, I'd rather 80-year-old starve on her own than take out a family because they are physically incapable of driving safely. Cold hard, yes, but it's on. Well, and now we have so many systems being set up in place to be able to help with those things. You can literally order groceries to be delivered to your home. So, and you can order an Uber to take you places. And it's one of things where we do need to teach the older generation to help out. And then as we grow older, we'll already have those in place so for us it will be easier to know that we're okay when we have to stop driving. But I'd rather make sure that everyone's taken care of and not just like, oh, just let them starve. But I understand your point. I understand where you're coming. Let's see. Merging people, you need to stop being dumb. So let's see. So I had an issue this morning where a person decided to change lanes. So I'm driving down the highway. So let's just go like that. So I'm here. There's one car here. One car out here. So both of these guys have decided they want to change lanes. I'm just staying in this lane, blah blah blah. So this guy, he was kind of just not going. He could get over easily just fine. Well, this dude, he didn't have enough room. He kept going up and down, like forward and back a little bit, and then kind of just started encroaching on me. And I'm just like, no, I'm going a steady 60, 65. I had cruise control on. So I wasn't changing. And this is like where zipper comes into play, and people need to learn this. This dude just needed to back off a little, and he eventually did after he laid his horn on me. Even though he needs to realize that we don't need to change, he's the one that needs to change. Just go back, and then he went out and around me and stuff, so. There was another lane here, so don't worry, he wasn't driving on the side. But I have seen that before, and it's just like, when you're merging, no, whether it's changing lanes or merging, know that if you're the one changing, you do not have the right of way. It's the people already in that lane. Find that there are morons on both sides of the fence when it comes to merging from an on-ramp on to a high. I will agree with that, because what needs to happen, the way that is supposed to work, and whoops, that went a little farther than I meant to, and unfortunately it doesn't always, so, just because that's how the thing looks. So, what these cars need to do is they need to merge at the end of this in a zipper. These people need to stay their same speed, leave enough space for a car to get in, so this car can just go whoop, like as it gets to the end. He just enters straight in here, and everything's good. This guy changes his speed or up or down to match the speed, and these guys stay the same. These, like, we don't want this dude going like this, like zooming forward to try and make it so he can't go. This is where the zipper is. If you're trying to get on and you have room to move over and let me on, move. Except they don't technically have to. They have the right of way. If it's like, there's no room for either of you and they can move, yeah, I could see trying to help out a bit. But, like, when that guy was trying to merge over, you gotta do the zipper pattern. You really do. Like, just fall back. If you need to fall back a little, just fall back a little. It's not too big of a deal. You're gonna get on the same time and blah blah blah. Instead of trying to zoom across and have to be ahead of people. That's the issue. And then they start pushing you over. And you don't know where the other person's going. Their exit might be coming up. So it's like, maybe they can't get over right now. So it's like, it's the zipper that needs to be worked on with highway people keeping the same speeds. The issue is that obviously people speed way too much. And if they see someone coming on ramp, they try and speed past them because they don't want to be behind them. Just like, just let them get on. Like, just keep your same speed. Let them speed up to get on, or if they need to slow down to get behind you, then let them get behind you, and then they'll speed back up, and let them handle getting on. And the people getting on need to realize they need to be the ones slowing down or speeding up, not the people on the highway. The highway people should stay the same speed and keep going. And just do the zipper. Zipper works. Let's see. So then there's, how about this? Bolting through several lanes. So I see this. So some of our highways are like 4 or 5 lanes long. So I'll see people over here. They'll do one quick look back here, and they'll do that. That is the most dangerous thing to do. Because they don't usually check again. Someone could be coming up right here and wind up hitting them right here. Because they don't check, or if they're just not paying attention up here, then they might go and hit someone right here when they're trying to change over. And it's... oh my god, I've seen people do it so many times, and I've seen so many people almost hit. Or when you're doing that as well, if you have someone here, and they don't see you doing a super lane change, they're trying to lane change over here, and because you're going super fast, they can't realize and stop, and then you guys hit here. So, don't do a super lane change. You're not going to... well, a lot of people do it to go in the HOV lane. Take your time getting over there, get yourself over there safe, keep everyone else safe, and stop risking people's lives to be in the HOV lane, especially when traffic is already going fast enough. So, meh. So there's that one. Another one that had issues. So this one has to do with exiting art. Oh, it's illegal here too. People don't give two shits about the law. Speeding is illegal. People don't give two shits. Oh, 100%. So then this other one is also, has to do with on-ramps and off-ramps. So, I'm trying to think. So you have this. Okay, and then it goes like that. Go like that. Okay, so I kind of need to get this later. So, cause like you'll have it kind of like this, and then this will be getting bigger, and then you have usually there's a barrier here. This will be our barrier. Barrier colors. So I see this a lot where there will be cars traveling down, and they'll take an exit. And this can happen both ways. And then they're like, oh crap, this isn't my exit. And they'll just go like this. They'll just zoom out. Sometimes they do blinkers, sometimes not. Same thing the other way. They'll be going this way. Oh crap, no, I need that. And then do that. It's like, don't do that. If you're exiting right here, guess what? There's usually an on-ramp right across. It's going to take you 2 more minutes longer? Maybe? But that is safer than you bolting over here, hitting someone that's caught up here because you're already slowing down. Or you, if you're going too fast, hitting this barrier. Like, that's gonna hurt or kill you or someone else. And people do it with and without blinkers, and without blinkers is just the worst. It's like, oh, just don't do it. Don't. That is like one of the worst things in the world. And then people do it with on-ramps too, like, you'll be coming down. So they'll be coming down like this, where this will be coming and merging like this, and then like that. But then there'll be a car here, and they're like, oh, hello, let me just go like that. It's like, hello, no? Go to the end and zipper in like everyone else is supposed to. Like, come on, man. You gotta do it. Like, just, I don't get it. Those are some of the worst, those are the worst ones I see, and especially since like half of them, especially the exiting ones where they're like, oh, this isn't my exit, oh wait, this isn't my exit, they'll bolt across all the lanes. Like, they won't just go into the one lane that's close to them, they'll bolt across all of them. It's like, and every single time that I've seen it, I've never seen a cop, and I'm just like, can someone please pull this dude over? And then lastly, the ones that I have on my list, if you have any others you want to talk about, because I love talking about how stupid people are, because people are stupid, is walking in the dark. This is what you look like when you wear black clothes, and you cross in the middle of the night, in the black area, and there's no lights. I can't see you. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. I almost hit one dude the other day because he was being a dum-dum, and he was completely wearing back clothes. And for me personally, I didn't see him, so like, say these are the lines. And my car was about here, and I saw him right here. There was also no crosswalk there. And he was just walking there. It's like, oh, dude! Because there was like, the lamps where he was crossing at, there was just like none. And I'm just like, thank you. No reflective, wearing all black. My headlights just barely caught him. I'm just like, really? You can't be doing that. I like that. Don't do that. For the most part, you're just risking your own life. But people just need to learn. How about you just wear like one thing of color so people can see you? Cops are only around when it's inconvenient. They just like when they're there, they're there. And I know they have a lot of calls and stuff. I just wish they would get the really bad ones. Your wife has received a ticket for... Why? I wonder if that's where you live, like, you just can't do that, or if they're like, oh, you could have easily stopped or something. I know my sister got a ticket for, jaywalking, down in California. It had just started flashing the lights, so her and her friend crossed, and they got tickets. And my sister didn't know that was a law, that once it started flashing, you had to stop, or was considered jaywalking, whereas here, you could, if you can make it, you go. And they didn't give her a warning or anything, they're just like, straight tickets, like, really? Really? It was her first week there. She doesn't know all the different laws in a different state, like, that doesn't make sense. But, you know, a lot of things don't make sense. I have yet to receive a ticket. Funny story, which I'm guessing you've probably heard for Severs, but for those who haven't ever heard the story, I have been pulled over twice. I was never the driver. First time I was with my dad, my sister was as well. We were little and we were in the back, and the police officer couldn't see us in the HOV lane, so they pulled my dad over thinking that he was in the HOV lane without a second passenger. And they're like, oh, okay. And they told us that me and my sister had to keep our hands up the whole time. Like, when my dad's driving, when we're in the HOV lane. So we did that for about 2 minutes, and then we're like, no. That's stupid to have to hold our hands up for the next hour to get home. Second time, I was with my boyfriend, Zach. There was a new HOV lane on our route to get to work. We used to carpool. We got on the HOV lane, and we're instantly pulled over. We're like, what the heck? Police officer came up on my side, to not be in the road and such. We rolled down the window. He's like, alright, so we have a new HOV lane, and we're just watching to make sure people use it properly. He's like, you guys are actually all good. I just could not see you over your seat because you're so short. And they both started laughing so hard that I am too short to where we get pulled over. And they were just laughing their butts off at how short I was. I'm like, thanks guys, thanks. So he's just like, alright, have a good one. And off we went. Long story short, your son, at 6 months old, had a nasty medical condition that eventually needed surgery. Oof. His pediatrician told us to get to the doctor's office immediately, so we bolt up there, and she runs a light that had just changed to yellow, caught fired up his lights, and gave us a... Dang, this sucks. What really sucks is how one or two, like, not so nice cops, or even bad cops, can give all cops a bad name. So, like, people will be like, oh, I had a bad experience, all cops are horrible people. But they're not. They're great people. My sister got in a car accident. She didn't get a ticket for it. And it was like, she got her picture taken with the cop. It was awesome, and everything turned out fine and all that. And then we have family that are cops, and obviously my family's awesome. Like, that's not even a question. Then we have other friends that are cops, and they're freaking awesome. So, it depends on who you run into. So obviously, like, the first cop with us getting pulled over, the one with my dad, was kind of a dick. To say me and Megan, like, he was kind of yelling at us that we had to hold our hands up when we were at HOV lane for people to see us. But the second cop was cool, laughing along with my boyfriend that I was too short. Second dick cop story. Your ticket this time. I feel like I got a burp, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yep, okay, there it is. I was like just waiting for it. It's like it's coming. It's here to see you. Oh, stop it. No. I think I'm gonna keep this. Be able to go over to the paint section whenever I feel like it. This is kinda cool, actually. I'll need to add this to my stream deck. Add a paint to stream deck. Add paint scene. Add paint. Paint scene. Deck. I was actually originally going to do some budgeting tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm probably going to wind up ending my stream and going and passing out for the night. Because I am so tired. I worked 8.5 hours, which is about 2.5 hours longer than a normal day for me. So, for me, that's a long day. And just a lot of driving with it. Following a cop going home, unmarked car, and he starts making a right turn and just stops and turn. So you go around his ass because of obstructing traffic and whatnot, which causes you to maybe go an inch over the double yellow. No oncoming traffic. Dick cop reverses, fires up his lights, and tickets me for crossing the double line. Mind you, the same cop was doing 70 and 45. Your opinion of cops is, we will call it low. I think that's just because I feel like that's because you've had bad experiences. I feel like if you had good experiences with them, like I have, and maybe grew up with them, you'd have a different take on it. For me personally, I think it's all dependent on the cops. So, like, yeah, it depends on which cop. There are dick cops. In every job, there's some sort of asshole, straight up. You can't get away from it. It's going to happen everywhere. He may have been going, if he's going that fast somewhere, something may have been going on. But then he wouldn't have pulled you over, probably. That's a little interesting. That's just odd. 14 hanging out with a friend and went to the store. And then you stuffed your pockets with candy and ran out. No, I'm kidding. I feel like a lot of kids did that, or a lot of people did that when they were kids. I never did. I always paid for my candy. Whoopsie. And then my soda. I like soda. I got lots of soda. I'm actually excited to listen to this stream because I changed some voice stuff. This one and yesterday's stuff. Dude, I want to check out this. We went down there, and there's a cop that's arguing with someone over the cop being parked in a hand. Oh no! What's funny is I actually just saw a story about this the other day. Where someone took a picture and sent it to the cops. And people without the handicap sign can't be in handicap, and they're like, well, you gotta bring it up with the store and whatnot. And they're like, well, what if it's your cop car? And it's like, you still gotta bring it up with the store. It's like, no, just call your dude and tell him to move. Tell them to move their butt. Oh, there's one story. Cops walks over to me and your friend and demands our information and threatens us with time if you. Why? What part of that story were you in? Like, obviously you have to give them the information, or you could wind up in jail. But there was no reason for him to have to come talk to you, as far as I can tell. It's interesting to try and get these stories from their perspective as well. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Donut Operator. I like watching his YouTube videos. He does a lot on police shootings and stuff, and like goes over the video footage and all that. And he used to be a cop as well, so he kind of has cop insight to where he'd be like, "This is why this cop did this. This is what happened. This is what we were trained to do. This is how we were trained to react to this situation." And it's kind of really cool. I really like it. It gives a lot of good insight. If I knew then what I know now, I'd have told him to get bent because we were both under 18 and he has no right under our state laws and most state laws to demand that sort of information and threaten us without our parents around. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. That's something he could have gotten in a lot of trouble for. And that, unfortunately, that's something that a lot of kids probably don't know. I don't know about the laws here right now. Obviously, I don't have to worry about that anymore because I'm not a kid anymore. But I've also never been pulled, like, I've never personally been ticketed or pulled over or anything. Try to follow the laws as much as I can. Because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't like being in trouble. Like, I just don't like it. Oh man, I'm starting to get sleepy. How do you feel? And there you have your first ever experience with cops. Guy threatened me with jail. Right off the bat for a situation, nothing to do with. Didn't they start the opinion bar? Yeah. It sounds like you caught kind of the dick cops. Straight up. Oh my god, that confused me for a second. Okay. So, there's a thing right here that's kind of tannish. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's on my chair. I thought it was my hand right here. I'm like, but I'm still talking about just about every last. Yeah, some cops around. Most of the cops I've met around here are pretty cool. I actually just talked to a cop today because I was having trouble finding a spot and like, hey, do you know if this is the right address? He's like, yeah, and he helped me out and stuff and figure it out. And he was cool. He was chill. So I think he was actually there on the call. Whoops. Or he was just walking around checking on some stuff. But he was pretty chill and was talking to some other people as well, and just seemed really calm and chill. I'm curious, what do you think about is it, I want to call him Freelander or something? No. Free folk? Is it free folk? No, that's Game of Thrones thing. God. You've learned that the cops are only around when it's bad for you, and that when I need them, they are 100% ghosts. That sucks. I'm sorry you've had to go through that type of crap. I can't remember what they're called. Sovereign Citizen. What do you think about Sovereign Citizen? Ow. Stuff. Feels like something's picking my foot. If there's something that's definitely in my sock. I don't know why I'm still wearing these socks, considering I've been wearing them all day and they're sweaty and stinky. Is that? I don't really know what's in my sock. But yeah, it's a little stinky. Oh. Oop. Haha. Look at my YouTubes. I need to get a new banner. I don't know enough about what it actually is, though I do know some people try to claim it when it doesn't apply. Yeah, I don't know fully what it is, but like, all the videos I see are like, cops pulling them over, and they're like, I'm traveling, so you have no right to pull me over, and they're like, you're driving. They're like, no, I'm traveling. And I'm just like, you are literally behind the wheel of a car, making it go. That is driving. Because they're like, oh, I don't need a license for this. I don't need insurance for that. When really they do. Or they say, the one I found super interesting was this one gal freaking out. And she's like, I'm a sovereign citizen, which means I don't have to follow your laws because I'm a kind person. I don't have to follow your laws and I can't get in trouble. I was like, okay, that's not how things work. Car insurance pisses you off. I could agree with that. Sometimes it definitely does. Mine's going to be a little better. Mine went up a little bit because I'm no longer under my parents' insurance, but on my own. So like I had a little extra coverage from them. You fully believe car insurance is a scam. Yeah, and then you get ticketed for it. It's not a scam if you get in an accident. And if you go through the right people, I guess. Because then you get money back from it, cover your car, cover their car, cover any health things. But it's like, do you get you carry it, but it's very, very scammy too. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's a thing you have for if it ever happens kind of deal. It's kind of also like with medical insurance, like I don't go to the hospital all the time. With how much I pay for medical, I could save up enough and go to the doctors and each year just like normal. But we're supposed to have insurance or else it's supposedly super expensive. And you have to pay extra money, right? I'm pretty sure. Or is that gone? I don't remember. I lost track. I lose track of a lot of stuff, so yeah. Got an itch. Oh no! Oh crap. It has been a long day. I've been up since 3 a.m. It's now almost 8 p.m., which is my normal bedtime. When you watch your car insurance go up every 6 months, even though I haven't had a ticket in over 9 years and get told it's because other people get in accidents, that's some bullshit. Yeah, who do you go through? Yeah, that to me is kind of BS. Like, their insurance should go up, not yours. For me, mine's been going down because I haven't been in a car accident or anything. Or when I was, it was someone hit me, I didn't hit them, so it's on them. That's been through every insurance. That's interesting. Like, I know mine fluctuates a little bit, but it hasn't been too bad. I had one fluctuation this month, but that's because of the transferring. Just like all the extra stuff, it's a little extra payment. Pay that, goes back to normal. And then once I turn 25, it should go down more. And it's pretty much every year it tends to go down just a little bit more. But I have seen it fluctuate up and down sometimes. I'm hoping it just stays down. I need it to stay down. Especially if we're going to get a new car. Our insurance will go up once we get a new car, I know that. 21st Century, Farmers, Geico's, Progressive. Farmers is different than State Farm, isn't it, right? Maybe you should check into State Farm. If you guys have State Farm there, you might not. Yeah, they're different. I like State Farm. I've always liked them. And you can get discount bundles and all that, and there's a lot of different discounts. Like if you're married and both under it and all that, there's a discount for that. Like same names are on the insurance, there's a discount for that. If you're a woman, there's a discount for that. We do, but they want 110 for this. Oh, okay, yeah. Usually, I do know they're a little bit more expensive, but their coverage is good. And they will come through for you when you need to. And they tend not to fall much. They really helped us when all our shit got stolen, so. Because we have them for our home insurance, so they helped us through the whole process and just made it so much simpler. It's so nice. Allstate can piss off too. I think that's what Zach has. I don't like it. They pissed me off. Oh well, we still pay for it, we still take it, and deal with it. Of course we could go into other stuff like, oh my god, the taxes. Take all my money. That's kind of nice, right? There's so many things that we could go into easily. But, you know. That's what your wife had back when she got hit as a pedestrian. She got hit as a pedestrian? That's bad. It made getting the money from the other guy such a pain in the... I believe it. And usually it's not the one that you have, it's the one that they're trying to get it from. That insurance just makes it as hard as possible. Okay, I like candy corn, but hells to the no. Hells to the no. Let's go in. Why not? Yep, chat. I am starting to yawn a lot. I feel that I'm getting sleepy. Getting very sleepy. Was something about conflict of interest because the lawyer for the other guy was the same lawyer that your wife's Allstate agent used? Oh, that's interesting. You ended up having to wait 9 months and getting your... That's interesting. I wonder if the other guy also... Well, I don't think the other guy would... Well, no. I wonder if the other guy used Allstate and that's just like the automatic guy they go through. And so then it got all mixed up because of it. Like, dang. Oh, yo. He's just gotten back. So he's just getting back into the game and stuff, so probably go raid him and hang out for a little bit, maybe. Till I go pass I just wind up passing out in the chair. I would not be surprised. Yeah, I want to talk about insurance being a scam. Her insurance agent wouldn't even do his job. That those insurance fees supposedly... Jesus Christ. That is absolutely the worst. Sounds like you guys have just... You guys kind of just get some shit luck sometimes, don't you? Yeah, you guys really just kind of get the shit luck. Just don't get the... If you don't get the right people, it's gonna be shit. And you just... If it weren't for bad luck, we wouldn't have any at all. I bet you have some good luck. Or maybe not good luck, but you have good people still looking out for you. Because you got a guitar from one of your viewers, didn't you, right? You obviously got some people that like you guys. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. It happened during my Gears of War stream, so when I was replaying it through, I saw it pop up during my rerun. I was like, oh, hey, I remember that. I went onto your stream just to watch you open, the guitar. I was like, dang, son. Dang. So, it's kind of awesome, actually, to go see that back. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you for telling me this. Microsoft. Not Edge. Door. I bought Gears 5. And the way I bought it on Microsoft and on Xbox. Well, I bought it through Microsoft, so it works on PC and Xbox. So I want to download it on PC to see how that works. So then that way I can have, like, work with a controller. So then I can have it as high of quality as possible for the stream. And not have the little distortion stuff from the Xbox. So. But if it doesn't, then I'll go Xbox. We'll find that out tomorrow, because we're going to start that tomorrow. Alright guys, I think it's time for me to hop off. Like, I can feel, and I'm guessing you guys can probably hear me getting tired. I'm starting to, it's kind of weird, I almost, like, you know how people say, like, when people get drunk, they start talking a lot and repeating, and they start slurring and all that? I start slurring my words a lot, and I start repeating my words over and over and struggling, obviously. Just like I'm drunk, sleep, drunk. Sleep, drunk, sleep. Sleep drunk. I think it'd be sleep drunk. Maybe? Sleepless drunk? Sleepiness drunk. I don't know, I'm just going crazy, so. So guys, I am going to end this here. We're going to go raid Dread. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Thanks, KILLTMNT, for the follow and for chilling. Thanks for coming and hanging out and chilling Severs while we ranted and ranting with me. That was fun. I think I should do these every now and again, because ranting is fun. Like, yeah. Alright, so I'll see you guys tomorrow from Gears of 5. Let's go raid Dredana. Raid Dredana. Go give them a little welcome back to the party. Alright guys, I shall see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.